Welcome back. If you're just joining, it's Trending O'Clock, and you know how we do it right here on Trending. We talk about all the trending gist on the internet, and of course, give our opinions about them. I am Mercy Irabo, and you know, once it's trending, I can never be alone in the studio. Joining us today to talk about all the trending gist is Mr. Michael Gobadia. Mr. Michael, thanks for making time for us today.
Well, anyway, I'm just really interested and itching to see what will be on trending.
See what will be on trending. Okay, so let's not waste much time. Let's just dive straight into it. So yesterday we talked about the iPhone XR versus iPhone 17 Pro Max and all the issues it's been causing on the internet. Yes, because you remember we saw iPhone XR being refurbished into the almighty 17 Pro Max, and this has caused issues between Very Dark Man and Billord. You can see Billord is selling the same phone for 450,000 naira, while Very Dark Man is selling the same phone for 280,000 naira. And this has led to a whole lot of issues. If you were here yesterday, you definitely know what we are talking about. And then we've been getting a lot and lot of reactions in as much as we have more updates. But let's see some of the reactions first. Okay, somebody just innocently posted iPhone 17 Pro Max fully paid. And the response he got is, Oga na iPhone XR, you swap your kidney for, no be iPhone 17. Nigerians, netizens, can we do better? But una slow, the converted iPhone doesn't have a dynamic island features, but the 17 does. Is that not enough? I mean, why would they do like this now? My brother, nobody wants to check the inside. Once they see you holding that, they just feel it's iPhone 17 Pro Max. I still don't believe VDM. Bring the XR to Nigeria. Let's check it with our water. Okay, a Chinese water might be different. Assuming this XR to iPhone 17 gets dynamic island, if I see them for on a hand, I don't want to know the kind English you want use explain, bro. Now XR you they use. Interesting. After getting phone worth 3 million naira. About people watching right now, you guys are underrating us. Just hold on. Abba, please, we don't need the Abba version of iPhone 17 Pro Max. You fit they use iPhone 11, 12, or 13, make you the envy person when they use iPhone XR disguised in cheap clothing. Don't believe anything you see on the media or people, because upgraded iPhone XR to 17 is the hottest take in town now. Billord and VDM don't confirm. Mr. Michael, I don't know if you've been following this
Well,
trend.
I've been following this trend, and you know, this is more like business gone wrong. For me, that's what I'll call it, business gone wrong. And everybody will put every blame on the level of anger, especially being expressed by those persons. You know, irrespective of whether that phone is the correct version or not, it should not degenerate to names calling, noodles being put on air, all of that. And now we're having somebody's Instagram
taking down
3 million followers. Come on. The loss is so massive on account of we do understand. But you know what I'm saying is that's why sometimes you trade with caution. Irrespective of how really angry you seem to be, it's always right to trade with caution, fall back, because sometimes you might just use a sledgehammer to kill a mosquito on the front at the top of your head, and at the end you'll be at the losing end. But you know, Nigerians are so immersed in this whole drama, not because of whether the phones are authentic or not, but because of the drama it brings. And honestly, the unfolding drama seems to have no end. But what I feel it is, irrespective of whether it is that expensive, 380 or 280 or 450, please, Nigerians should take things easy. And it's not the kind of phone you carry that determines you, but rather what seems to be in your heart.
But one thing I've been thinking about this whole issue is because Nigerian youth, I think they have more of self-esteem issues.
Yes.
They feel they need to, people need to feel
Seal
less
them
to make them feel better. Because Why would I know that this is iPhone XR, but I'll have to buy it more expensive just because it comes in the package of iPhone 17 Pro Max?
Who cares? Who will ask you? You know, that's where we talk about self-esteem as a problem to many. You know, the phone you carry, like I said, doesn't determine you. The person you are determines your character. Yeah. You'll be more surprised the phone no other person Bill Gates carries. You'll be amazed when you see that phone. It just is a gadget for communication, is a gadget for reaching out to people, and that's how he sees it. But that doesn't stop him from being who he is and the money he has. Look at the phone Dangote carries. So, but you know, this self-esteem issue has always been a major plague in our youth's life. And honestly, the drama that is unfolding is a clear reflection of what seems to be happening.
Well, interesting story. I hope this whole thing will just come to an end anytime soon because we're getting tired of it. Yes, we are, because this whole thing has caused more chaos, including Nkechi Blessing that always want to trend, finding herself caught up in the midst of all of this. I don't know how come, but somehow, you know, she just wanted to show up, coming online to tell you that iPhone 17 Pro Max, once she dips it into water, nothing will happen. Meanwhile, you can actually dip XR into water and nothing will happen. And then she got caught up. Like, you don't need to come out to explain to us that you are using iPhone 17 Pro Max. We don't need all of those explanations. You know what you got, then keep it to yourself. Well, in as much as I would love to dwell on that, but time is really not on our side. So let's see what we have as the second story. Yeah, educational consultant Alex Onya has shared a disturbing photo of the male hostel of the UNN, that is the Nsukka, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and honestly, it's not a pretty sight at all. The picture shows what looks like crumbling walls, leaking ceilings, and dirty surroundings, conditions no student should have to live in. Alex didn't hold back. He described it as a shameful reflection of our educational system and called on the government to fix the rots in our universities. And to think that this is one of Nigeria's most respected
recognized reverend university.
You don't feel that was last week, right, that we talked about the poor conditions of hostels and all of that, and they're increasing the fee daily. What then are you using the money for, if not to fix the hostels?
Honestly, looking at that picture, it looks as if that hostel is in a jungle, because look at the surrounding, the vegetation. We talked about deforestation today on Dialogue. I feel that's a clear example of a tourist site in the big Okija shrine. That's really disturbing. And the sorry state of that very hostel is a pure reflection of the sorry state of our tertiary institution. How far they've come to be sorry, or give someone a sore eye when anytime you look at that. You know, how would you definitely get the best from students when they live in that kind of environment? The Nigerian correctional facilities seem to even look better than that. And you are there breeding young men. Why would these persons under such environment not grow up to want to steal, to want to get too many, to help them deal, apologize to themselves from the past of pain they went through?
To make themselves feel better. Like,
it's quite disheartening, and something that the government should look into. I know the ASU, I'm talking about the Academic Staff of Nigerian University, is also looking at this as a point of their revitalization demands. And I don't feel the government needs to put more. As much as you're taking more from the students, please also ensure that that money is being put back into rehabilitation of these facilities and ensuring that they have the right environment to study.
Like, I can't just even imagine students in that condition. You can't even sleep with your eyes closed.
Yeah, because one day you might wake up and see lions in front of your door telling you it's time to go to class.
And see scorpions and all of that. It's not, apart from, let's just keep the jokes aside, it's a very serious issue that the federal government really needs to intervene. This is getting out of, and this is just one of, we have seen a whole lot when it comes to school hostels. I don't know if it's abandoned projects or they just decide to neglect them. I don't know why it's always looking like that, but the federal government really needs to do something about that. So away from the UNN hostel, yes, I heard this shocking story in Jakpa here in Delta State, where a receptionist allegedly stole 650,000 naira from a couple. So report says the young lady named Ada Obi Mabel Okafor, who worked at Manex Place Event Center, has gone missing after reportedly defrauding a couple of 650,000 naira. According to sources, the couple had visited the center to book a hall for their wedding. Ada Obi attended to them, showed them around, and offered 2 account numbers, one for the company and another she claims belonged to the owner of the place. Like you can see, it has Emmanuel Origose and then Manex Place. You would just think, oh, Emmanuel should be the CEO. So trusting her, the couple paid 650,000 into the second account, but when they returned to collect their receipts, the management dropped a bombshell. The money didn't go into the official account, and Ada Obi was nowhere to be found. To make what matters worse, 2 other victims have also come forward with similar stories involving the same receptionist. This one happened here in Delta State. Like, one thing I'm still trying to get, the couple now had to go elsewhere for their wedding, and the company could not do anything. But is it that the company can't really fish that girl out?
Well, you know, this is why anytime you make, rather you put anybody into your business, but you should be careful the characters this person possesses.
Yeah.
You know, in all honesty, if the couples were to sue, they have every right to sue that very event center.
Yeah.
Because they came there and they made payment, and it was certain that very person was under their employment.
Yes.
So anything that concerns whether it went to a separate account or not, they do not know, and they would not be held liable on account of that. I feel what the company needs to do is to see how they can help in every way, either to accommodate the couples to go ahead with their wedding if they've not done the wedding, and find other channels of tracking down Ada Obi or Omila Obi and see how they can get that money back and ensure that it's being returned back to the couple.
Yes, they can, because I know, I don't know about Manex Place, but for most companies and organizations, before you get employed, you should be able to submit. Some persons need to stand for you, some sureties, some guarantors, and all of that. So, and with that, they should be able to reach out to this very girl.
Not let the couples go through the stress.
Because couples that are just trying to start up their whole life and then having to go through all of this, it's not really funny.
They might feel it's a bad omen to the marriage itself. Please don't let them have that feeling.
I don't know if it's a sign from God. Anyway, so I hope something is done. So this is also a developing story, and once we get more updates, we'll definitely bring them to you. So away from that, there's this a story that looks like a misery movie. A custom officer in Castina has reportedly been found dead in his hotel room after checking in with 3 women. But here's where it gets strange. Only the 3 women checked out. The officer did not. Investigations are ongoing, but social media is already buzzing with all kinds of theories, from spiritual attacks to too much energy in one night. 3 ladies, 1 man. That is not a hotel booking. That is a very dangerous mission, Mr. Michael.
Well, anyway, many will say he died in active service, but that service is not for Nigerians. That service, he died on his own, serving his own selfish reason. You know, you are a man, and you do know the life expectancy of men has fallen to 54%. Whether you eat well or not, having to do that 3 hours or 3 women in one role, come on. I don't know, at least now you know it's not going to end here. He has ended in the other side. But the problem is what will become of his wife and children. And the shame that daddy died in active service. How will the children, come on. It's really disheartening.
So I've been thinking, what if it's not really what everybody's thinking? What if he was murdered? What if he was killed there?
Well, the autopsy will show.
Anyways.
But I thought they said they saw a smile on his face. But I don't know. That's what the rumor is. So I don't know.
Anyways, authorities are looking into what really happened, and hopefully we'll get some answers soon. So until then, if you must go on a triple date, please make sure you check out Alive. Anyways, away from that, love is in the air. I don't know if I'm the only one smelling this. So this time around, it's celebrity stylist Swanky Jerry and actress Annie Macaulay. ex-wife of Two-Face Idibia. Yes. So we've seen these two melting hearts online after sharing a sweet moment together, declaring their love with the caption, "Together forever." Oh, sounds like friendship goals.
I have heard that before.
Or maybe something more. Of course, social media had a lot to say. You can see this thing looks, I don't know if I'm the one overthinking this, but anyways, before I go further, and I know Mr. Michael has a lot, but let's see what netizens are saying. This Annie, they fear today single. Okay, not me asking though. Bro to bro, pray to never eat leftover in your life. Talk less of packing it food to your home. This isn't about food. Deep. He said it isn't about food. Annie Idibia 1. Seems Two-Face can't be erased in her. I don't know. Somebody's moving on. Why are you like this? This is giving the vibe of, let me pepper my ex and show him I can move on without him. Of course, you can do without him, but going into a relationship when you have not healed is a bad idea. You don't have to go this far to prove a point. Heal first. Okay, so the woman needs to heal and the man does not need to heal. I laugh in Sarah. Interesting. So that's what I'm still asking. So only women need to heal. They are just besties, nothing more. So I thought, bestie friendship goals. Congratulations to Annie. Everything for this online are fake. Oh, somebody's saying it's fake. I can see my mouth cannot talk. Me too, what I am saying, my mouth cannot talk. You can't be too sure. All they should pray for is that their love should go as expected, but it comes to divorced couples, the case might be different. She said, don't find peace of mind, sharp, sharp. No time, my sister. Could someone send me her ex-handle to help this damsel? She will definitely regret this reckless behavior. Women nowadays need to have their oblongata examined. Oh, you don't jump into a relationship after a heartbreak. Forgive first, heal, reflect, take your time before diving into another episode that may not last. Interesting comments today. Annie Seth, no get shame. They are best of friends. This is love. I saw this comment. A lot of questions on my mind. A lot of questions on my mind too. So, Mr. Michael, I am seeing this to be a harmless friendship. I don't know what you're thinking, though.
Well, my thoughts are with me. But just like somebody said, I laugh in Sarah. But what I would say is, she's coming out after a very strong heartbreak.
Yeah.
She did not end the marriage. Two-Face did.
Yeah.
She even had we learned that she even reached out to see how they can mend fences, and Two-Face definitely put a halt to it.
Yeah.
So mine is, well, if you feel you've healed, you've reflected on your past, you've forgiven, well, there's every right. You have every right to be happy. Go and be happy. But if you have not healed, you've not reflected on the past, you've not dealt with some of the issues, all of these will not last because you'll be bringing the old garbage into the new relationship. You might be bringing the old pain to deal with this young bobo, and it will not end up well. So mind if you've healed and you feel you are ready to go, come on, you have a life, be happy and continue with your life.
For the first time, Mr. Michael is trying not to argue with me.
No. But if she has not healed, it will be a mistake and a disaster at the end.
Yeah, because so many persons have been saying, Annie, move on. Move on. Two-Face has moved on. You should move on too. And now she's trying to move on. And the internet is shaking. And I get to wonder, what exactly do we want? She's moving on, be it friendship or whatsoever. It might be something to just help her heal. I don't know. As long as she finds space, I am happy for her. Congratulations, Annie Macaulay. Anyway, so it's a wrap on trending. And you know, Friday's edition is always my favorite. Yes, I enjoyed every bit of it. And I know you enjoyed every bit of it. And of course, you know, you can drop your comments on the comment section of all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV. Let's see how Mr. Michael was spending his weekend?
Well, I'll be doing a lot of research.
Okay.
And, talking about interesting topics to bring to your table, and your enjoyment come next week. And you do know the weekend is full of a whole lot of stories, and so we'll definitely have very many news tales to bring to your notice come next week, and a whole lot of new discussions and guests to follow. But for me, Michael Gobadi, I'll just say you have a blessed weekend and keep safe so we can see next week.
I'm surprised that we're doing the same thing. I'll also be researching to get new juicy gist for you next week. Well, this is me saying I am Mercy Irabor. See you next week. Do have a great weekend. Bye.